All right, now let's talk this Tory Lanez trial. What's going on with that? I know today the neighbor who apparently witnessed the fight going on and heard a lot of commotions, heard the shots going off, they took the stand today. But before I get into that part, let's just rewind back and let's talk about this is how I'm feeling about this trial. And I'm definitely Team Megan, justice for Megan. I want Megan to win. She deserves justice, and this is a long time coming, despite all of the slander she has been receiving. She is certainly a victim, and she was the one that was injured that night. Now, first thing, her bodyguard, Justin, he was supposed to testify, I believe, Friday of last week, and he's nowhere to be found. This is like getting, it's been way out of control. But now witnesses are disappearing. Why is this not heightened to where there should be a search for him? I don't know how long it needs to take for that to happen, but it's very it's uncertain, and it's very critical that they find this man. He was supposed to testify in Megan's defense because he had a conversation with Tory that night. He's like a star witness, and he's nowhere to be found. I'm not even paying attention to, I think people said they were looking at his social media or the last post. I'm not going by none of that. Where is this man in the flesh? Where is he at? Where is he? He needs to be found. I don't know if he'll be found before this trial is over, but still in all, he needs to be found. What's going on with him? Why did you disappear before you were supposed to testify? Who's tampering with witnesses here? Because this right here is beyond way too far. I hope he is found safe. I hope everything is okay with him. Seriously, this is scary now. Now, of course, like I said, I'm Team Megan. A lot of stuff has come out between what happened that night, including what the neighbor said today, which was that there was a fight, a bad fight between Megan and Kelsey. Of course, Megan has denied and lied about a lot of things, including when she went on Gayle King and said that she did not sleep with Tory. When she said that out of her mouth, I didn't believe that anyway. Anyone can tell if they were watching Quarantine Radio and seeing her up in his comments, and something was definitely going on. Now, what I did not know was that he was sleeping with Kelsey. See, that's what I didn't know, because she's not the star. I knew nothing about this woman. Yes, I know that was Megan's friend, and I would see her in photos and Megan, in Megan's lives or whatever they were doing, hanging out. That's what I knew. Like, Megan had a lot of friends. That was her thing. I didn't know Kelsey was sleeping with him. I believe that Megan did. And when she denied it on Gayle King, I still am like, okay, for some reason, Megan, you are not telling the truth, or do you not want to claim this? But whatever it is, I knew she slept with that man. Comes out in court, she did sleep with him, had a romantic, whatever it was with him. And that night, remember, they had filmed the WAP video. And Kylie Jenner was in the video. So Kylie Jenner had a party at her house after, I guess, the filming wrapped. And at first it was just Kelsey and Megan at the party, and there was other people there, I guess, Kylie's people, whatever. And they had a big party. They said it was a lot of liquor involved. The women got drunk. And apparently Kylie was like telling Megan to call Tory to come over, which Megan does. He eventually comes over, and they're in the pool. Things are whatever going on. And that night, Kylie actually, she was on live with Megan. She was on live with Megan that night. And That was a photo of them. I'll come back to that Instagram post in a minute, but just focus on that's the photo. They were, they were on live that night. They were having fun. There was a lot going on. Apparently, Megan gets really drunk, says something to Kylie, I guess saying to her something about that Kylie was cool, that she thought she was a lame. That's apparently what was said to Kylie, which made Kylie mad and tell Megan she had to leave. And it was a lot going on. Fast forward to Megan and Kelsey leaving and Tory not wanting to leave. And then Megan gets mad that Tory doesn't want to leave and then doesn't want to go. And it was a big thing to where they ended up leaving and Tory was still at the house with Kylie. Megan claims that she lost one of her shoes, wanted to go back. They go back. Eventually, Tory comes back in the car with them. And this is his security because Megan had her own car and her stylist that she did not leave with. She left in Tory's car with his security and Kelsey was with her. So they left, came back. Tory ended up leaving with them. And then that's when all hell broke loose in the car. Finding out, Megan finding out that, or Kelsey finding out that Megan was sleeping with Tory. Now, this is the thing. All of this trying to embarrass Meg, talking about her sexual history, who she's been with, this, that, and the third. This is not about Megan to me and her rendezvous, who she deals with, who she sleeps with. I do not care. In all honesty, I do not care. Because what people are not realizing or not paying attention to, the fact that if Kylie was so flirty and wanting Tory there, and they claiming he was in his drawers in the pool with the both of them, didn't want to leave, sounds like something was going on with them. And nobody wants to point out the fact that at that time, Kylie was clearly with Travis Scott, right? So this tweet I had to take because this is facts. It says, so Kylie was trying to hook up with the midget. Wasn't she in a relationship at the time? Where are the headlines? Why y'all not dragging her? Oh, I know why. She's not a Black woman. Got it. Why is Kylie exempt from this? Why is Kylie not being blown up to where people not putting two and two together? Like, oh, well, weren't you in a relationship with Travis Scott? What were you doing with Tory Lanez? But instead, they want to call Megan out her name, say she's all types of this and that, promiscuous, all kinds of this and that, sleeping with this one and sleeping with that one. The situation with her and Kelsey got her butt on that stand and claimed that the fact that Megan was sleeping with Tory did not faze her. She didn't trip over that, is what she was saying. Now we come to find out, now that there was this big fight that happened, that the neighbor said, maybe Kelsey, you were tripping over it. So you got on a stand, you lied as well. All of them. Kelsey got on a stand and claimed that, yeah, Meg was her girl and this and that, but the thing about Tory, that wasn't a big deal to her. That's what she claimed, right? Come to find out, it clearly was, because the neighbor claims that they were fighting to where Megan was jumped, including the security in on this. It's like I'm thinking that we know everything because we've been hearing about it on social media and reading it in the tabloids since it happened to this day, and we're still finding out new information. So for people that want to sit and say that, oh, Megan's lying, all of them are. But Megan was definitely shot. That happened. It was proven. It was not glass, even though that's what she said, to cover up for Tory. But in all actuality, she is clearly the victim. She was injured that night. And I definitely believe Tory is the one. Now the neighbor is saying that he saw the flash come from a girl when he said he saw both of them fighting. And then he said he saw Tory, hand waved in the air, letting off shots. This is my issue, is the fact that Kelsey cannot be trusted in what she says. And it's deeper than just Kelsey not being able to be trusted in what she says on the stand, because she completely flipped everything she said. If it wasn't for that 80-minute audio that was played, she completely just changed her story and said she claimed she didn't see anything. She was so drunk, blah, blah, blah. Just denied all of it, all of the stuff that she initially said. Now, Kelsey, this is the thing with Kelsey. We all know Megan has this big beef, this big issue with her old record label, 1501. Kelsey, not only after all of that happened with Megan, started being in photos with them. She did a little record diss song called Bussin' Back, where in the song she claims that her issue with Megan is that the fact that Megan didn't come out and clear her name because people were saying it was her. And she's like, well, Megan never went online and cleared her name. When Megan went on, did a whole live saying that Tory was the one that did it. So I would think that would be clearing your name, right? If she's specifically saying one person is responsible, yet you're upset on a diss song and you don't even rap talking about all you had to do was clear my name. Who are you? People were really feeling sorry for this girl talking about, yeah, that's betrayal. At this point, listen, a lot of friends, and I'm not sitting here saying, yeah, this is the thing to do, but this is the reality of how some friends get down. Some people really share partners and don't care. That's really how some females and males get down. Kelsey ends up marrying and having a baby with this guy that works for that label 1501. Now, from that time of the night of the incident to this day and age, where present day, where they are married with a child, her story changes. It's impossible for her to get on the stand and take up for Megan. How could she? So, Kelsey, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you that Megan didn't clear your name, because now they're pinning it all on you, saying you did it, saying that you did it. And this is the problem. It's the reasonable doubt for me. It's the reasonable doubt for me. I really see this trial ending in either a mistrial or Tory walking. This is what I see, and I will be very upset if no one gets charged for hurting Megan. I don't care who was sleeping with who. I don't care. Let the situation have been reversed. Let Kylie had gotten injured that night. Whoever did it would be sitting in jail right now. It wouldn't have taken no 2 years for them to take it to trial and do this and do that, have all these mishaps, have witnesses disappearing, all kinds of things. I'm really upset that that night Megan didn't just come out and say what happened to her initially. But she still was hurt. She still was injured. And then the neighbor said that once he saw the two females fighting, Tory is upset and angry, and Megan starts crawling. They come over and start attacking her. And then he said he heard one of them scream, the security or one of them scream like, oh, the cops are coming, we got to go. And they made her get in, like carried her into the car and drove off. So on top of all of that happening, arguing with Kelsey, physically fighting her, then to end up shot. You know how traumatizing that night was for Megan? And for people to sit online and say she's lying and sit and say that didn't happen, when now everything that's coming out is really letting us know what really happened. Her bodyguard is missing. Kelsey's totally flipped her testimony. And now the neighbor claims that he heard or saw the flash by the female first. So it's leaving the jury. They're going to be confused now. They're not going to know which direction to go in. I don't know when this trial is going to conclude. I think maybe the end of this week, because I don't know who they have left to call to testify. Tory's not taking that stand. He would have done it already. And that's the thing when I mentioned the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial earlier. Both of them took the stand. So, Tory, if you're claiming you're innocent, why don't you take the stand? Why not take the stand and testify then? If you are innocent. I hope justice is served for Megan. It's like this roller coaster will not end. Once again, I hope Megan gets the justice she deserves. And I don't know if I put this photo up. If not, if I didn't, I can't talk about it. Nope, I didn't upload it. Well, I hope Megan gets the justice she deserves. Kelsey, you wanted to make Megan out to be this horrible person that did you so wrong. You are grimy. Okay? You're grimy, Kelsey. You're grimy. You're grimy. Definitely. No wonder after all of that happened, Meg cut off all contact with you. Of course. You put, like, she was jumped. Kelsey's making it seem like, oh, she was the victim because she found out that Megan was sleeping with Tory. She was the victim. No, you were not. And you preyed on that. And now we're finding out that you jumped Megan after she was hurt, laid on the floor. The neighbor had the nerve to say he thought that they were about to throw her in the river or ocean or whatever body of water that they were close by. Like, what? This is a lot. All right. Court is still in session right now because in LA it's 5 right now, so it's probably wrapping up. So I got to see what updates that we have. What happened in court at the after the break. Find out what they said. But in the meantime, guys, let me know what you think about this trial. It's everyone. It's a lot. I'm Team Megan for sure. And like this video, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to all of you again soon.